Starburns Audio.
Thank you for listening to the Starburns Audio Podcast Network. We have so many great comedy shows to add to your playlist. Just last week on Starburns Audio, on the Season 2 premiere of Humans Who Make Games, Adam Conover talks to comedian Ron Funches and Jean Goudon, creative director of the Assassin's Creed series. On Boogie Monster, Kyle Kinane and Dave Stone share a perfect recipe for the quarantined cook. This week on Profiles and Eccentricity, they cover the history of the Coruscant Unity cult, folks for whom a flat earth is ridiculous because they believe it's really a concave shell. Search Starburns Audio on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or any podcast platform for our full list of shows, featuring hosts like Joe Coy, Amanda Seals, Jessica Chobot, and Jackie Johnson. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Starburns Audio. Enjoy the show. Stay safe, stay healthy, and keep laughing.
Dan and Ren and Jay will share tales of folks so unaware they lack in grace and sometimes choose the life they choose will make the news. Breaking down each epic fail in Florida, there's half-price bail. I'm happy to say they couldn't make this up. So listen to our podcast jam with co-host Arm and Dan. Bender, don't be a jerk, cause when the music hits, the funny hits, and we are gonna take you down. Stick around. Make a sound, hunker down, it's Dumb People Town.
Yes! Should we do it? Hey, Townies, welcome to another episode of
Dumb People
Town! Oh, yeah! Cooked in Population U. Thank you, guys.
Hi, everybody.
That's Dan Van Kirk. How about it? Daniel Van
We're
Kirk.
glad you're here.
Holy shit, Burbank at night. Burbank Nights.
Burbank
Nights. I feel like some guy's gonna be like, you want to see a dead body? We're gonna go into like an editing suite and just a guy leaned over his animation table. It's Burbank Nights could be like the greatest Eagles song never made. You know what I mean?
Burbank Nights.
Guys, this has been such a wonderful... We have loved changing Sklars County into Dumb People Town, moving it over to Feral Audio. Thank you, Feral Audio.
Yeah, give it up for those guys.
Awesome. It's helped us focus what this thing is up and turn this into the community that you guys are right now. So we're so excited. Of course, we created the Facebook page, which we had no clue that people in the stories we talked about on the show would join the page. Would start posting on the fucking page.
Get in the mix.
Get in the mix. Of course, the greatest person. He might be the hero of the first 6 months of Dumb People Town. We're, of course, talking... Can we throw a picture of him up there? Jan Flato. That's a new one.
What is your favorite one? Because there's one that's like, I'm waiting for a bus. And then there's one that's like, you don't look like your profile picture.
There's one where he looks like if someone took Vern Lundquist and made him shorter.
Yes.
He looks like Vince Neil without the goatee.
Yeah, that's the Vince Neil one at the bottom.
He kind of looks like a frog that's still transitioning into a person. He also looks like a part-time magician. You know what I mean? I know 8 tricks. Yeah. He might be a part-time magician, but he is a full-time player.
There it is.
I mean, we have created Jan Flatoisms, and we've thrown them out there. Because we were trying to understand what kind of guy Jan Flato is, and we just started making statements about his life. So we compiled a bunch of them. I don't know if you guys would like to hear some Jan Flatoisms before we bring out our first guest. Our only guest.
I hope there's 3 people here who stumbled in with friends and are like, who the fuck is
What is this? This is your new leader. You're going to learn. This may be the last thing you see. Jan Flato has made James Comey uncomfortable from afar.
He's running for city council in 2 towns.
And he lives in neither of them, all right?
Just Dumb People Town.
That's right. Jan Flato is the kind of guy who finishes a bag of potato chips on the way home from the grocery store.
Right. Yes.
Jan Flato still has his Christmas tree up. from 1998.
It looks cool. It goes with the house.
I like it. Jan Flato has 2 separate chauffeur's licenses. Jan Flato has a karate orange belt that he bought at a garage sale.
Can I read one from the Facebook page that I love? This is from James Burke, and I responded to this with just the fire emoji. Jan Flato wonders what a guy has to do to get another vodka Sprite down here.
He needs it to be sweeter
That's
than
right.
tonic.
Yeah.
Jan Flato owns a pickled brain. Jan Flato only drinks fuzzy navels at weddings. Jan Flato has a business card that reads, Jan Flato, funeral DJ. Jan Flato has 8 million rollover minutes.
Jan Flato's gonna grab one for the road.
Always.
Always. It doesn't.
And then
It could
stay.
be. It
And
could
then
be a
stay
burger.
tomorrow.
It could be strawberry shortcake. He's grabbing one for the road.
And then he stays and finishes it every single time.
Exactly.
Jan Flato's the type of guy who uses Vonage for his long distance carrier and Cricket Wireless for his flip phone. All right?
Jan Flato saves the bones for his dog. He does not have a dog.
No. Jan Flato is in a custody battle over his stepkids.
She should be able to live with whoever she wants, Deb.
I know she's 27 and has her own kids. That's right. Jan Flato has told his neighbor more than once that the government controls us through Starbucks.
Jan Flato says, fine, but don't tell your parents.
Jan Flato will sometimes let his Komodo dragon and chinchilla fight it out.
Jan Flato tells every bartender, I'll get you on the next one.
That's right. he's on the I'll get you on the next one plan with everybody. Jan Flato has bought beer for 23-year-olds. All right. He actually has commented on the page.
Yes.
And you have a bunch of this is such a great way to start this show off to get everybody in the mood.
Oh, man. Okay. Jan Flato is deep into the Facebook page.
He's tried to put a voodoo hex on me and Randy.
So I put together, some of them we've gone over. For those, we'll just be hitting fun reruns.
That's right. Okay.
But this is every Jan Flato interaction on the Facebook page. I put way too much work into this. The first one.
This is what we call Flato Blotter.
All right. This person, so you know, I won a meat raffle. Hold your applause. And then we were all talking on the Facebook page about my meat raffle, which also tied in perfectly with the Schwan Man. Does anybody else here know the Schwan Man?
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, God. It's back when people were like, I think sugar's good for him. Okay. There's sugar in the chicken. At our local, this is Carolyn Cullen. At our local Elks Club, they play Barnyard Bingo. A wonderful game in which the bingo prize is, you guessed it, meats. You can go home with a London broil, a brisket, or maybe even a rack of ribs. No better way to spend a Tuesday night. My dream, this is now she's getting into it, to play Barnyard Bingo with Jan Flato. I would let him stamp my bingo cards and give him my winnings.
Is that a euphemism? I would let him stamp my bingo cards.
Quote, would this help make things right, Jan? I just want to help. Jan responds. You're a doll, Carolyn. I would love to. Can't wait to meet you. He spelled it M-E-A-T.
Flato!
Very sweet of you. Thanks. Ellipses. Jan. Period.
That's too much punctuation.
Before we ever knew that we were going to talk about Jan Flato's comments, I screen capped this next thing because it just made my day. Jan Flato rated Dumb People Town 5 out of 5 stars.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Thank you, buddy. He knows.
Okay, someone posted, Roberto Lopez, apparently this is Marina Navarro. If you don't know or you're just joining us, she's the one who stole all Jan's money. I'm very curious about the dynamic of their friendship. Jan Flato responds, if you give her money to gamble with, she's interested. Any more questions?
Yeah, I've got a bunch. She's a hooker.
Okay. I don't know. Jan Flato, allegedly. Jan Flato then goes, I know none of you are interested in the truth. It was all caps, my money. She lied 100%. She went ballistic. Another lie. We started to go 50-50. Witnesses there know this is true. She simply put security on me and walked out with all of it. She didn't have a dime on her. I've challenged her to take lie detector tests.
Yeah, this is where it turns into like...
I'm all in, he says, which is a good, if you're a gambler, that's your phrase.
He moved all his chips
all
to
in.
the
She
center.
hasn't responded for obvious reasons. I don't get mad until all caps after she left. Wouldn't you? She's been living off me for almost 2 years. I respond, I believe you, Jan. Jan, you'll find out he does this a lot. He does not like the words thank you. He prefers a T and a Y together. That's it.
Okay.
Ty. Thank you. That lie detector test, I'm ready anytime you are. I don't know if he's now telling me that he's ready for a lie detector test.
Take a lie detector.
Maybe he doesn't trust that you do trust him.
I treated her like a member of my own family for 1.5 years, which to me means not speaking.
Yeah. That's
Christmas presents for the family, kid getting thrown out of private school, I paid for it. Broken iPhone, I paid for it. He's now writing like Brody Stevens talks.
Yes, you
Yes,
got it.
I treated her like a family, 1.5 years. You got it. Christmas presents for the family. Yep. Kid getting thrown out of private school, paid for it. Broken iPhone, on my dime. Yes. And the bill, kids don't have to find me for shoes to wear. Same thing. Push. She constantly needed gambling money. I let her play along with me out of honest friendship, not perversion. I have friends
Takes a lot out of you, doesn't it?
I have friends who are 90 and 24. Take Kuanga. I'm a giver.
He did not write Take Kuanga.
He did not write Take Kuanga.
I knew that.
Take Kuanga.
Take Kuanga.
Yes.
Selma, no good. Fountain's where it's at. I'm a giver, not a cheat taker like most people you run into, and that's the truth. Parentheses. Ready for it? Lie detect coordinator test anytime. Jan Flato comes in again. Meant to say lie detector test anytime. Then you know the truth. I'll take it 100 times.
This is like the swingers message that they just
Isha
left.
Jerome, who's part of this group, came back after all that and just wrote to Jan, Jan, you're a goddamn beauty. It doesn't end there. Jan Flato, you got screwed, man. I definitely believe for you and feel for you, says Edward Richard III. We're getting prestigious.
Yes.
Richard the Third.
He writes, Ty, she's a bad, bad woman. Never bite the hand that feeds you, BTW. Tied to the Sklar brothers, they sent me several autographed pictures of themselves. Ellipses, naked.
No, not true.
Yes.
Not true.
All right.
Then someone says Paul Scheer could play Jan Flato in the made-for-TV movie It Was All My Money. Thank you, Michael James.
Yeah.
Then he comes back a day later. Go ahead, challenge us to take the test. Then you'll know who's honest and who's dishonest. That's how they work.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. And to the twins of DTP, we read this on the thing, but we got to hit it again. Don't make me get a voodoo doll of the St. Louis Cardinals and stick pins in it. You wouldn't like that. Actually, I'm a huge Yadier fan. Best defensive catcher I've ever seen. This is Brody Stevens writing this.
Yes.
Yes, he can catch the ball. Shotgun, second base. You got it. But Molina belongs in the Hall, first ballot.
By the way, the Cardinals have lost 16 out of 21. And
Since he wrote that.
since he wrote that, and 7 in a row. He definitely built a voodoo doll of us.
Oh, yeah.
He has fucked that team so hard. He's going to get people fired. That's how-
13 days later, Robert Phillips pokes the beast. I don't know about all yous, but I would have Jan Flato's back in a fight. Let's make this lie detector test happen. He writes, I'm ready. Then he comes back
By the
again.
way, it took 13 days for the response to happen. It took probably 3 seconds for Jan to be like, I'm ready.
Oh, he's ready. That was at 9:25 that morning. 40 minutes later, he just writes, apropos of nothing. Jan Flato keeps a collection of naked pictures of the Sklar brothers.
There you go.
right.
He's back
Jan
at
Flato's
it.
coming in hot, guys. Dave Clark says, after midnight at the bar, Jan Flato frequently plays the sax solo from Jerry Rafferty's Baker Street on the harmonica. Jan Flato responds, I'm a keyboard player.
Jan Flato looks like the kind of guy who is like air guitar, like default is air bass.
That's
You know
right.
what I mean? Always goes
guitar.
through.
Michael James Romantic writes, Jan Flato helps women with their groceries. Jan Flato says, actually, that's true. Lauren Elizabeth says, Jan Flato doesn't steal cable, he just borrows it. Jan Flato says, is that wrong? LOL.
I love him.
Jan Flato, kind of Jenny Hayes. Jan Flato refers to himself in the third person. Jan Flato says, never. Jenny Hayes says, it's all in good fun, Jan. You're a legend. Jan Flato writes, I honestly wish she'd have done the right thing. Jan Flato will bring it back to Her name is ruined forever. The Hard Rock made a ridiculous call. The only look for cheaters. And I've never wanted to be famous or infamous. If you'd like, you can be a legend, LOL. Ty, for your words, though. Appreciate it. Then he writes out, Jan Flato wishes that Marina Medvedina Navarro was never born. Eli Edwards comes in and says, Jan Flato knows who shot JFK. Jan Flato gets political and says, it was her, LOL. Well, Oswald was a Russian too. Jan Flato not afraid to get into the Russian mix in our current
Exactly.
He's entering.
He's the only one who is talking about the Russians these days.
Oh, my God. Jan Flato, somebody says he doesn't know how to take deprecating humor, says Dave Clark. Jan Flato goes, this stuff is funny. Now millions of people hate her. That's all makes it worth it. I don't know if that does. You lost $100,000.
Yeah, that's not going to make anything worth it.
Morgan O'Brien Bledsoe says, Jan Flato is the only man alive who could become a superhero simply by being robbed by a bimbo. You're a good man. Jan Flato writes, yes, and now I have superhero qualities. As I write this, I'm flying.
What is he talking about?
I don't know, but 4 people in Dumb People Town liked that comment. Mark, May 24th, 6:31 a.m.
He's up and writing.
Oh, my God. He's in line for something. Jan Flato writes. Jan Flato still says, stay thirsty, my friends. Guys, Jan Flato's believing his own hype.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, somebody wrote.
And quoting a commercial, like not even like a comedy act.
Oh, for sure. He goes, somebody says, have you seen all of these facts about you, Jan Flato? Are they true? He says, there's too many to go through. That was Mike McGill who said that. I definitely like Looney Tunes more than Hanna-Barbera. I don't know
No one's ever
where no one
anything
asked as far
about
as
that.
I know. He says, this is giving me something to smile about. I
Good.
sincerely thank all of you. And I wrote, everyone in Dumb People Town sincerely thanks you, Jan. Also, is it true you know all the words to Rupert Holmes' Pina Colada song? He wrote, honestly, I don't, but I do know all the words to The Name Game by Shirley Ellis. And my new favorite band is Cousin Liar. I don't know what any of that stuff is.
No.
Jan Flato's a good sport, says Kurt Miller. Jan Flato says, Ty, Kurt. Oh, my God. We can come back
Just get back to one more.
Give us one more.
One
and then
more
we're
to
gonna
bring
bring
out our
one.
guest.
Oh, my God. Okay. Jan Flato has an in-depth knowledge of horse racing and frequently bets on greyhounds, as he refers to them, the little ponies. Jan Flato writes back to Joe Thomas, you mean you don't call them the little ponies? Joe Thomas says, Jan, I've been known to bet on the ponies on occasion. The little ponies aren't something here in New York that I know much of. Jan Flato says, I was born and raised in Brooklyn. Did I say that out
said
loud?
Brooklyn,
okay. Brooklyn. So Jan Flato's coming in hot. The last one we'll do right here. Jan Flato wears ankle weights to the store. Says Libby Suzanne. Jan Flato replies, who doesn't? So many, and it's still growing.
It's so great.
If you want having this fun, come on into Dumb
Join on
People
the
Town.
Facebook
He
page.
might respond to you, is what we're saying. I'm so excited about our guests. You guys ready for our guests tonight?
Yeah.
Do you like Mystery Science Theater 3000?
Yes.
Do you like Hidden America, an amazing show on CSO? Do you like the Meltdown comedy show on TV?
Yes.
Well, we like him because he's a friend of ours and he's just a wonderful
He's
guy.
the perfect
He is.
guy to join the tomfoolery in Dumb People Town. Please welcome our friend Jonah Ray.
Jonah Ray!
Jonah Ray.
Hey guys, next time end with Mystery Science Theater.
Oh.
It was really
That's like when the person at the college introduces you, and your next performer are the Sklar brothers. Now let me list their credits.
You're like,
Yeah.
no.
reverse.
You got to do the name at the end.
I'm sorry about that, but
Yeah,
Mystery
every time
Science-
it was Mystery Science Theater, everyone's like, yeah. And everyone's like, Hit America. It's like, that must be something he did
Yeah.
too. The Meltdown on TV. Not anymore.
No. The combustible brick sleeves. He's like, I don't even know what that is.
Guys, straight up, Cousin Liar is an indie electronic band based out of Los Angeles.
Oh!
Shit, get him on this show.
You could check that out. Also, Jan Flato, when he says Bob and he's referring to a musician, is usually Seeger. He looks like the Malibu Lord of Illusions. His favorite blues band is a tie between Traveler and Hammer.
That's perfect.
And he treats the YMCA like a membership to Mar-a-Lago.
Flato. I love it. Dude, we did talk about Mystery Science Theater. When I first watched the first episode on Netflix and the song came on and you were the guy in the thing, I got really excited. I mean, because we grew up on that show.
Yeah, me too.
And I know it was crazy for you because it's hard to walk into the lion's den of...
Well, no. Nerdy people who watch that show are super forgiving, right? I mean, they're
yes.
really...
Baron Vaughn always says, if there's one thing nerdy people like, it's change.
They like it when you shift their stuff around.
But I don't condone that kind of language towards my fellow nerds.
No, we are those nerds.
No,
Yeah.
I got it. Because I knew, I remember when Mike took over for Joel, I remember that first episode coming in, I literally at my screen was like, who the fuck does this guy think he is? And he went on to become like, it's one of my favorite hosts. That's a weird thing to say. He's great.
Oh, no,
but
he was amazing, and he had to establish himself. Do you feel like they have now come around to the side of you as far as like the whole season's on there? You can watch the whole thing. It's fantastic. Have people been like, you're doing a great job?
I
think you're doing a great job.
You know, some people have. I mean, I distanced myself from the internet
craziness, yeah.
for a bit because I am very fragile.
Everybody is.
And I know that just it's like the reviews have been good. I've gotten a lot of positive feedback, and it's very exciting that they didn't burn down
Netflix over you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They didn't go to Netflix headquarters in space.
And then burn it down.
Dude, I mean,
Yeah.
I've told you backstage and other times just how much I love it. I've fawned over Cry Wilderness. If you have not watched Cry Wilderness episode 2, oh my God,
So
it's
good.
a gift to all of us.
Hold on. When they said Mystery Science Theater 3000, you guys cheered a lot. Were you just cheering for the old show?
No.
That's the second episode.
Yes.
And 3 people maybe clapped.
We did.
You guys, it is so good. But what I love most about it, and I tell this to people, is with you and Hampton and Barron, the jokes are going to be there. But you were able to, in my personal opinion, you also captured the charm of the show. Like, even in Cry Wilderness, where you're trying to explain the plot devices of how this whole movie came about, all those little side things that are you guys, I didn't say this backstage because I wanted to tell you out here on the mics that the charm of what you bring to the character and what you're doing off of commenting on the movie is phenomenal, and I love it. So.
Thank you so much, guys. Well, that's it for me.
All right, good night, Jonah Ray, everybody. Jonah, just kidding. No, we've got stories. Yes.
You want to do one?
Let's do one. You guys want to hear our first story? You guys ready? All right, here we go. Let's do it.
Sent in by Andre Blair at Andre Blair 1,
Which to me,
I hope
it's like Andre 2000.
yeah, you got to start. You got to start
low.
at 1.
Don't set the bar too high.
AB 1.
AB1.
2 women and a man.
I'm listening.
I mean, it's Dumb People Town. If you haven't figured out where this story is going off of that.
Is the word amateur used anywhere in this?
Is there a cup involved?
2 women and a man are facing indecent exposure charges after they were caught engaging in a threesome
Oh, boy.
in broad daylight on the deck of a Mississippi restaurant. The name of that restaurant?
TJO Pooter Tooth. Mr. Show.
You're in the right wheelhouse.
Social.
Triple D's.
The restaurant was asking for it.
Asking for it.
Triple D's is like a Hooters offshoot, right? Yeah, exactly.
It's gotta be.
Triple D.
Triple
Everybody who
Ds.
works here is. Dude, that's the fuck deck. I don't know why
People are mad about it.
They tell Reggie, you can't call it the fuck deck and expect that to not happen.
It's deck number 2, man.
The owner of Triple D's Landing. Oh, that's the full title.
Triple D's
Full title.
Landing. Yeah.
It's the landing for sure.
Triple D's
That
Landing.
classes up the joint right there.
In Kiln, Mississippi, which is the hometown of NFL legend and selfie legend Brett Favre.
Wow.
Yeah,
This
or
is right
Favre.
by-
I'm sorry, I read it wrong. It's Favre.
Favre.
Yeah.
This is Hattiesburg. This is close to Hattiesburg.
It's got to be, right? If they're saying
that's
this is his hometown.
Exactly.
Called police, the owner of Triple D's, called police Wednesday after discovering the Troika having sex on the eatery's deck, which overlooks a small river.
Yeah.
Oh.
Can you imagine the family just tubing by?
You can't go any faster on a tube.
You are stuck. You're a slave to the current current.
And what if you catch one of those like kind of those mellow
an eddy?
ones?
Yeah. Tyler, stop looking. Let's go.
He's caught in an eddy. He can't get out.
Wait, was the business open?
Closed.
Oh, so it was
Afternoon.
In my head, I was like, hey, that's excusable, I guess.
Business was closed, but the ladies were open.
Afternoon delight at Triple D's when it's closed. How do you end up there on the deck overlooking the river having sex?
To me,
That's
these
a destination threesome, right?
These are all.
Do you have to bring a gift if it's a destination threesome?
Was that part of the deal when he approached the two girls? He's like, I got an idea. Threesome. Hold on.
Hold on. Do you guys like the deck at Triple D's?
Who doesn't?
Wait till you see the deck. You're going to love the deck I'm going to
Wait
give
till
you.
you see the opportunity for all of you to get splinters in your ass.
Wait, not the small deck that overlooks the small river.
No.
The same.
It's 2 dudes and 1 woman, right?
No.
It's 1 woman. No, 2 women and 1
Are you
dude.
guys having trouble with this, man?
I cannot.
2 ladies and a gentleman.
2 ladies and a gentleman. All right. So this
How
is
does he split up the 5 minutes between them? Am I right, guys?
Wow, you're insane.
old married guy joke. I don't understand the math in that, because if he does actually have sex with one and finish, then the other one has to wait for him to reload.
I don't think you finish.
I don't think anyone
And I hope he
finishes.
made the
So
joke,
it's
plenty of wood to go around.
Well, that's the thing, though. About a threesome, it's not about the destination. It's about the journey.
Yeah.
It's not about completing your task.
It's not like guys like, did you finish? No. Well, they didn't have a threesome.
Yeah.
That's right.
It's all about concentrating on kissing while seeing if you can do something with your left hand.
Okay, all right.
That is really specific, intimate knowledge.
Yeah, well, for a guy who's turned down 4 3-ways in his life, if you listen to my appearance on the Crab Feast, that's what we're here to do, is promote the Crab Feast.
Yes.
I'm not familiar with threesomes, but I got to imagine, right?
But if a foursome presented itself to you.
Oh, we'll play golf.
Yeah, that's right. Get in the hole!
Yes. In an interview with the Sun Herald newspaper, sometimes names go with being cops, sometimes names go with being in junior high.
Okay.
Sheriff Ricky Adam.
What's Ricky doing these days? He's the sheriff.
And you know what it is? He's constantly fighting the good fight for people to call him Rick, goddammit. But he's grown up in this town his whole life in Kiln, Mississippi, and they
Little
just
Ricky.
won't let it
Chief
go.
Ricky, goddammit, I'll shoot you. It's Rick.
He means it, Trent. Where was it? Oh, Sheriff Ricky Adam said that the trio engaged in sexual activity, this is his quote, in the middle of the day, in broad daylight, in front of God and everybody.
Because as we all know, God cannot see at night. That's the thing.
Also, like, the idea that like everybody thinks, and, you know, if you've got your religion, I'm not coming out against it, but the thing that had always stuck in my craw just a little bit is the idea that God's constantly paying attention to everything. That as though he was like, I know that this person's praying for a new liver, but these people are having a threesome in broad daylight.
God
and
is
I can't
psyched.
turn away from that.
I mean, didn't he say be fruitful and multiply? Like, how can he be mad at that
This
shit?
guy's, he's doing the best that he can.
Thank you.
2 birds, 1 deck.
1 cup.
Also, like, you can tell, like, you know everything you know about this cop. Like, in broad daylight in front of God and everybody. Like, he definitely would run Rambo out of town.
Yeah.
100%.
He'd throw a Bible at him.
Yeah. Why don't you just keep walking? Something that's a boring town. We don't need folks like you around here with knives and long hair.
Wasn't in front of everybody, though. It was a closed restaurant on a deck.
Right.
The creek was small. Who knows how many people were tubing
By the
on
way,
it.
Jonah has downgraded it to a creek now. All right, he said the creek was
This
small.
brook.
Yes.
This tiny drain pipe was small.
This wash.
This gutter river.
This ditch.
Ricky Adam nodded, quote, "I'd hate to have to tell Mama and Daddy I got arrested for such as that." Mama and Daddy. This is a guy who still goes by Ricky.
Yeah. He still calls him mommy and daddy. He's the most infantilized cop in America.
Yes.
He
Okay.
still has a pacifier on rides.
Those are actually his superiors. They make him call them Mama and Daddy.
Yes.
The Mama is commissioner.
Yep.
Daddy is the
Yep.
mayor.
That's
Yep.
right. Yep.
Upon arriving at Triple D's, a sheriff's deputy spotted the man and one of the women having sex. The other woman, I guess, was just disappointed.
Yeah,
I don't know
just
why.
Checking email,
Yes.
just scrolling through.
Maybe there was no threesome. Maybe he got caught and he's like, this is embarrassing. Can you say there was 2 girls here?
In my mind, it had all the elements of a classic, early 90s tag team wrestling match.
Yeah.
And one of the girls was like, tag me in, tag me in, tag me in.
Well, I think when
More
there was,
tag me out.
Yeah, that's probably that
I
too.
think when there were 2 of them, that's when the other one was carrying.
When there are only 4 footprints in the sand, that's when we fucked on the deck.
When God carried us all.
Upon arriving at Triple D's, a sheriff's deputy spotted the man and one of the women having sex. Investigators subsequently arrested. All of these names are perfect. I could stop after the first one. You're all going to be satisfied. From Louisiana, Amy Hammers.
She definitely has that curl in her hair that just goes down like that.
Yeah, and a scrunchie on her wrist.
Yeah. And she's totally naked but still wearing those 1980s white Reebok high top workout shoes.
For sure.
And a C-section scar but no kids. She gave them up.
Sklars Brothers.
She gave them up for adoption.
They were taken away.
They were taken away.
Oh, it's still dark. The second person arrested, Tiffany Thibodeau from Biloxi. I want her middle name to be Timber so that she was Triple T at Triple D's. And Tiffany Timber Thibodeau is a badass name.
Oh, shit. She's definitely gotten into 3 fights that week.
And lost.
She starts a lot of sentences with, ain't nobody gonna tell me.
Right.
You gonna tell me? And then
The last thing she does, Tiffany Timber Thibodeau, before she leaves her house, hairsprays her bangs. It's a final.
The hairspray rake. If there was one word to describe her, it's bangs.
Yes. The final member of this 3-on-3 is Texan Brandon Mayberry.
Oh. Too wholesome.
We'll get sued for that. That's as many bars as I can
That's
do.
all you can do.
Okay, I'm now going to show you the picture of these 3 people.
And it will be posted on the Facebook
Okay,
page.
are we ready? We're going to put it up. And it'll be on the Facebook page. Bring up the picture of our 3 people.
Oh,
Look at them.
Who's who?
Look at them.
In the middle, that's Tiffany.
Okay, you guys ready for a very fun game?
I cannot wait.
We have never played the game like this before. One of these people, and I'm showing you the picture because it doesn't matter. You can see it and it isn't going to help you. One of them is in their 30s. One of them is in their 20s. One of them is in their teens. Which one is it?
Which?
Okay. All right.
I wish people could see the audience because you really
Don't know.
don't know for sure who's in their 30s.
The
and
look
who's-
of bewilderment on this person's face right here. It's like he's looking at a math problem he can't solve.
Yeah.
What did you say? Oh, okay, yeah. No,
Yeah,
we'll
okay.
do it. We're gonna do it.
We're gonna do the showdown.
We're gonna get a chance.
yeah.
To play. Okay, so one of these people, Amy Hammers,
Physical challenge.
Tiffany, Tamber, Thibodeau. Wouldn't it be great if she hears this and the only thing she's mad about is we made up her middle name?
She's like, everything else is true, but
Right.
that middle name shit.
Right. It is Floyd. I am named after my grandfather. And Brandon Mayberry. Maybe you guys don't even know which one's Brandon.
I know.
Okay.
I think I know.
Now, we're going to start here. You are our guest, Jonah. So you can go first. I'm going to tell you, looking from left to right, I'm going to give you their names.
Okay.
Okay? The person on the far left,
That's
Amy Hammers.
Amy Hammers. I knew it.
Were you
Okay.
not? Wait, what? Why did you point me? Was I not allowed to guess?
No, you're going to get to decide if you want to go first or last
If she-
when we
okay.
do the guessing. Amy Hammers to the left. In the middle, we've got Brandon Mayberry. It's getting so big. And then to our far right, we have Tiffany Tamber Thibodeau or Triple
Who
T.
I would argue has two wandering eyes.
Jonah, you can go first or you can go last.
Who's in their who's in their teens, who's in their 20s, and
Who's in their 30s?
I will go first. I think Mayberry is in his 20s. I think Amy Hammer is in her 30s, and Tiffany is Thibodeau's in he's a teenager.
Teens. Okay.
Okay, all right, Randy Sklar.
Okay. I think Amy Hammers is in her teens. Mayberry's in his 30s.
Okay.
And Thibodeau is in her 20s.
If I told you that Tamber Thibodeau was 47 years old, would you argue?
No.
Okay.
Not in the least.
That's why I'm going the other way.
if
I
you
know,
said-
I know.
If you said great grandmother, I would agree. I'd be like, not even bad enough. No one would argue with that.
Okay, Jason Sklar.
I'm going to say middle dude is in his teens.
Okay, Brandon Mayberry.
I think on the end, on the right, she's in her 30s, and this one's in her 20s.
Thibodeau, and you said Amy Harris. All right, now hold on.
Let's see what should we pick somebody to come up?
Let's pick one person, somebody who wants to go. Raise your hand if you would like to do it. All right, hand up first.
Okay, what is your name?
Come up here.
Come on up here.
There's a mic.
Justin
No,
Timberlake.
is that for real? Is
It's
that
an
real?
unfortunate name
Like
to
the
walk around.
actor?
Wait, no, he's
like the musician?
singer.
He sings.
No,
He sings.
no, like this guy's an editor. He has to live with that name. Okay. Right. Yeah. You do right. You're right.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So what do we got?
Okay, where are you going? What's your
JT,
guess?
what do we got?
We're going to do 10, 20, 30 in a line.
So
10.
teens to Amy,
Teens.
20
20s in
for
the middle.
Brandon. Yes, exactly.
Shamey.
And then we're gonna go Timber.
All right, 30.
It's 30.
Give it to us. Dan, give it to us. Here we go, guys. Here we go.
Oh. Amy Hammers,
Amy Hammers, who's on this
I
end.
said was a teenager.
far left.
And Hammers, who seems better than that.
Okay, yeah.
I'm disappointed mainly in Amy Hammers.
Everybody who's guessing in the audience, put your hands in the air. When you get it wrong, put your hand down. We'll keep your hand up if you're right. Okay, so I'm going to say, put your
Everyone
hand
start
are you
with their
guessing?
hands in the
Anybody
air.
who's guessing, just put your hand up if you think you know what she is. Now, say to yourself, teens, 20s, or 30s.
Now remember, I said
If you're right with what I say, keep your hand up. Scout's honor.
Okay.
Don't lie.
Here we go.
Amy Hammers is 19 years old. Oh, okay, Randy's still in the running. Jonah, Jason,
Some of you guys,
out.
I'm out.
JT is still in, and I would say almost about 2/3 of the audience is with us.
Two-thirds
Okay.
of the audience is still with it. She's got the skin of a 19-year-old. that Brandon will probably wear 2 weeks later. Okay.
Way to project your creepy joke on that
Jesus.
guy.
I did it on him.
Tiffany Thibodeau.
Which I said she was in her 20s.
Far right. Randy said is 20. Is 26 years old. Brandon Mayberry's
Nice.
30. Oh, we had a
Yes.
couple winners out
Couple
there.
winners.
Oh, Noah.
Nice.
Noah from
Wow.
Farrell is
All
in
right.
it.
Oh, yes.
Okay, guys. I always say there's a reason every story ends up in Dumb People Town.
Here's the
We're
sense.
about to, we aren't even to that part yet. It should be noted now, when they write that, you either know it's going to be meaningless or change everything.
Right. Change everything in your life.
It should be noted that Amy Hammers got married 2 weeks before this deck, Tracy.
Oh, Amy, you're better than that!
And not to Brandon Mayberry. Let's go to the next picture, Noah. Hit me up with it. There's Amy.
To tear and kill him?
There's Amy Hammers. Anywhere from 14 to 18 days before this took place, getting married to a guy who...
who looks like an adult, like full-size ventriloquist dummy.
No, the name's Charles McCarthy.
He looks more stiff than the flag behind her.
You might know that groom as Sheriff Ricky Adam. No, I'm just joking. I wanted it to be true. So they don't say it's not true. So
How dare you joke? You're the only one with the information.
I know, but didn't it feel good for that?
Just for a second. That is how it goes down in a small town.
Oh my God. No, it does get a little better. The trio are all co-workers at ADT Security Services.
Oh.
They knew it was going to be empty.
They knew.
They've been plotting that out for months.
They knew the code. They knew the alarm code. They're just putting in some extra sensors.
Can we look up the Yelp page for Triple D's?
Oh, of course we can.
The wings are great. The threesomes interrupted.
Yeah. They were booked in the Hancock County Jail on misdemeanor charge.
Hancock, come
I
on.
know.
Hey.
Great movie, classic movie.
That's just a hand with several cocks growing out of it.
They were each later released on bonds. Then they said you can see all three of them above, which we already did. A police report does not address why the group decided to have sex on the rear pavilion at Triple D's.
Rear pavilion.
They say that there's houses across the small river. They were doing it in view of anybody who wanted to look out at their houses and see. The restaurant, we'll get out of here on this. The restaurant boasts that it has, quote, the biggest deck on the Jourdain River.
Oh.
Story one, guys.
Oh, look at that. Now they got... Does their food rating go down from an A to a B after something like that? I don't know.
Yeah, but their deck goes to an A+.
Yes, I love it. All right, story number one in the books. How about it, people? For those listening at home, we'll be back with more Dumb People Town and Jonah Ray right after this, guys. All right. That was amazing. Hey, everybody, welcome back to Dumb People Town. We've got Jonah Ray. If you're not watching Mystery Science Theater 3000, please do.
Yes. Did you look up their Yelp page?
I did.
They have no reviews.
They have a few, okay.
Really? Oh, where you're at?
It's
On mine,
Triple
they don't.
D's, 3 reviews, just Triple D's seafood burgers. That's it. So they make burgers out of seafood, or it's just seafood, burgers? Tracy H. said, I was a bit leery as it's a new restaurant, but it far exceeded my... ...
Yes. Okay, they have 4 stars on Google reviews.
No.
And the very
Who uses Google reviews?
genius people, because the very first review says, home of the infamous threesome.
I was looking at a different one.
Ask your server about the threesome that occurred here in May of 2017. I implore any person in the Facebook page within 17 hours of this place, please
Drive there.
go there. Go there.
Ask for the threesome sauce. on your way.
And when you go there, be like, yeah, we came to get on that deck.
Triple D's, 3
JT.
D's. All right, guys. Wow. Holy crap, Dan. Can you breathe, or should we bounce? Well, I want to tell the story of the Twitter. I think
Oh,
you
my
guys
God.
should really, and I just want to all tell the story about the Twitter, which
Jonah, you're about to be entertained and disappointed in us.
Should I get into the audience?
Yeah, they're already both. They're already both of those things.
what to join them? All right, here we go.
Well, so we have the @DPT podcast, and
On Twitter, that handle.
That's the handle. And it's been going since the show started.
And every time we tweet about the shows, we'll get a nice...
One of us was like
We'll get a retweet from DPT Podcast.
Yes.
We'll include that in our tags.
Right.
Like, this is the official Twitter thing.
When we were promoting the Sal Volcano episode, we made a fun little video that I put on the Facebook page. And I reached out to Randy. I said, Rand...
take this video and put it on the Twitter.
And Rand says...
I am not running the Twitter right now.
And I go, oh, okay. Is Jay running it? And Rand says...
I said I'm not running. I can barely run my own Twitter with my family, right?
So then I decide, well, Noah, who works at Farrell, he's one of the reasons this show even happens.
Round of applause for Noah Eberhard.
One of the huge reasons. I reach out to Noah, and I go, Noah, obviously you're the one running the Twitter account, so can you give me the login information? Noah responds...
I thought Jason and Randy were running it.
Yes. He then says, let me loop in Kristen Myers, who also, round of applause for her, she says so much at Farrell, and find out she might be the one running it, so maybe she has that information. Then we get an email from Kristen going... I know nothing about the Twitter account. I don't know who's running it. Maybe Jason Smith. Well, let's go 3 for 3. He's the CEO of Farrell Audio. Jason says, I do not run the Twitter account. So guys.
So we call Jan Flato. No,
AKA the cleaner. We are over 20 episodes into this show. And all of us thought that someone else
was running the Twitter.
Turns out, a fan of Dumb People Town has been running the Twitter account the whole time.
Yes.
And we don't even know. So then Noah goes, should I slide into them DMs and see if we can get to the bottom of this? We're like, yeah.
Yes.
So then he comes back and he goes, hey, just big fan, saw you guys didn't have one, so I started it out. And then to these guys, I'm like, we're in a story on Dumb People Town. We don't even run our own Twitter account.
We were too dumb to figure out how to do that.
And then we just assumed we were all running it together. So then he's like, I can hand it over. That is how you know that Dumb People Town has the nicest... The best people we talk about are dumb, but the people who live here are the nicest.
Yes.
Because he was like, sure, here's all the information, you guys can have it. If it were me, I would have been like, oh, we're going full throttle.
I'd start tweeting racist shit. No, but what was so great about it is like he right away was like, if you want to change the password to get me off this thing.
Sure, yeah. Which I haven't even done.
No, like, why?
Yeah.
He's doing the work for free.
I know. It was just so
He did
funny.
a good job, too. His name is Christian. He's great. I want to give a shout out to Christian.
Thank you,
Why
dude.
did you point up?
May he rest in peace.
Christian.
May he rest in peace.
No, he's still with us.
No, we don't want him to die. We just want him to get a good night's sleep.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
He lives in the rafters.
Right, he lives in the rafters of this building. All right, Dan, do we have another story up?
Yes. I'm going to read the title, the headline, which I don't always do, but it's going to give us everything we need. I'm going to read the headline, and then we're going to see the photo. Ready for this? No, here we go. Man who caught deer in Wadena Walmart recalls moments before taking action. Look at this uncle.
He is having intercourse with that deer. That is not
There is a
consensual
gentleman
sex.
in the second row who I can only describe perfectly agape at looking at this. He's like, are you serious?
He definitely has a heart on.
Look at this guy. This guy will give you beer at a wedding. Look at him.
This guy will give you beer at a wedding from a cooler he brought.
Your options are Natty Light or Natty Ice.
They don't have to have Busch Light here, but I'm fucking drinking it.
I bet, too, he was just thinking, I noticed the deer was by a bag of Old Roy dog food. So I took my stance.
He's simultaneously saying to the deer, hush now, while saying to other people, get back, give me room.
There is food in his mustache from 1997. That's right. The deer definitely knocked off 2 of the 3 tape measures on his belt.
And if you're playing along at home or you're just looking on the Facebook page, yes, he does have the deer in an official Gracie-style rear naked choke.
No, it's a sleeper hold. He's like trying to put it to sleep.
It does seem like he's looking, he has in the headlock, he's looking off camera. It seems like he's yelling at somebody saying, I told you it's not that hard. It's not that hard.
Get the car, Connie.
Yeah. Venison tonight.
We agree, right? Just from this picture, he cuts his own hair.
Yeah.
It's all the same length, guys.
Yeah.
It's all the same length, except for the neck. And look at the amount of vests.
Well, that's their uniform. What are you going to do pointing out their uniform?
Because there's just not enough. But the one thing, if you look dead center, way in the back, there's one guy who's going to be pissed for 20 years that he didn't get in on this when it happened. That if he hadn't looked at like interior car cleaner just a little too long, he would have been the first person to
His
deal
wife
with
made him do it.
The worst part is he's the guy that let the deer into the store with the plan of catching it himself. He's like, and then I'll be the hero of the day.
He's like, go get him, girl.
Yeah.
See you in about 10 minutes.
Yeah. But then he ran into a friend from work, and it.
By the way, there are deer everywhere. Like we go back to St. Louis and we just walk around our neighborhood at night, and in the suburbs there are like hundreds of deer just running around the suburbs.
They're large rodents to most people.
They are just they're enormous. Their population is way too big, but I mean this is beautiful on some level.
I mean, you look at it too. What I'm imagining are like her jeans from Farm and Fleet that he's wearing. He's also got the I almost said dog because of the food. The deer's like lower body on control too. Like he's controlling every animal.
He's got every aspect of the deer.
Yes.
I mean, my wife's friend had a cousin who lived in the woods in Wisconsin.
We talked about this in our stand-up.
You mean Wisconsin?
Yeah, basically Wisconsin. And he stole a barrel of jelly from a Pop-Tart factory.
Sounds to me like we're doing a third story.
Rolled it onto his property and opened it up so that deer would come on and graze off the sweet jelly.
So he could shoot it from inside his house.
Inside his house, shoot the deer.
That's not okay.
That couch hunting.
Hey, look at the hands coming in on the left there. Looks like the guy's like throwing down money. That's like
To see who's gonna win. I got 25 on the deer.
From the windows. Okay.
Yeah. Also, the feet directly pointed forwards on that guy.
Oh,
turning
yeah, look at
around.
his.
It's unsettling.
That is. He's in the middle of a dance move.
It's like his torso was put on backwards.
Yeah. Those are diabetes shoes.
We had a gym teacher, Mrs. Blake, who looked like her body was turned around. She had massive front butt. This on the top there.
This person, man.
It's called a fupa.
Yeah, front butt. All right, so what happened here?
Wadena, Minnesota. Shoppers in Wadena got quite a surprise on Tuesday when a deer made its way into the town's Walmart. I love when towns take possession of things they don't own.
Yeah. This is ours.
You can find just about anything at a Walmart, but the superstore's hairiest guest had the whole town talking, sharing, and screenshotting. Is that a word?
Screenshotting? No.
I don't know.
No, screenshot is what you do after the image is already posted. On the computer.
Yeah.
These idiots.
You walk out.
Just outraged.
I thought a shelf or something fell over on this lady because she was screaming, said Stephanie, here we go, Colajoan. Then this is what they called her.
Colajoan is what you put in your lips when you want them bigger.
Yep, yeah. That checks out.
Meg Ryan put a ton of Colajoan.
This is what they credit her with on the article. Said Stephanie Colajoan, deer photographer.
What?
You are not on par with planet Earth if you took a picture of a deer in a goddamn Walmart.
By the way, the fact that she's identifying herself as a deer photographer, this is her greatest day ever.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to the Walmart and just see what happens.
That's pretty normal.
She's picking up some more disposable cameras.
That's what she works with? She tells the deer, wait for the orange light. Wait for the orange light. Deer don't normally shop at Walmart. No shit.
Who the fuck? Shut up. Stop it.
And the picture has quickly gained traction after the 7:30 incident. No AM, no PM. I'm guessing PM because it's Walmart.
But you
unless
never
it's
know.
24 hour.
Most Walmarts are 24 hours.
Yeah. Shoppers say the little deer's wild deal hunt was likely a search for a snack. They're giving way too much human element.
No, the deer walked in and was like, "What? Where the fuck am I?"
Yes.
Right? I hope I don't get tackled by some mustachioed weirdo, and then boom.
Stephanie,
Who's wearing like overalls under a t-shirt?
That's right now.
Stephanie called Jonah. I'm going to try a whole bunch of different pronunciations.
Called Joey.
Said, quote, "It came through the garden doors. It must have been eating the flowers or something."
Isn't that a Joe Cocker song?
It came through the garden doors?
Came through the garden door.
That's it. That's
Been eating
it.
flowers or something.
Yeah. That's from the live show at the Wilbur. This time of year,
Also, I like that it immediately puts some kind of blame on the deer.
Oh, yeah.
It's like it was eating flowers.
So whatever he did to it was okay.
Right. This time of year, young deer are left to fend for themselves. The confused animal must have wandered into the semi-rural. What?
Is she still being quoted on
No, this is just our fun reporter.
Yeah.
This time of year, young deer are left to fend for themselves. The confused animal must have wandered into the semi-rural shopping center.
Okay, I'm just going to say this right now, and this is going to sound terrible, but I think that Montana, senator, I guess he is, body slammed the wrong reporter.
Well, Tom Grasswick, perfect name.
Perfect name. Grasswick. Grasswick?
This is the guy.
Is it brass or grass?
Nope. He was just trying to save a few.
You're literally not going to answer us?
Don't engage. Do not engage in the riff. You gotta push forward.
Dan will not engage because Jay and I now have to know. Is it Brasswick or Grasswick?
Hold strong.
I'm gonna reread it for you.
Don't. Hold strong in your convictions.
The best part is, they think the name is the craziest part of what I'm about to say.
What are you, fucking Zach Morris, just turning to the audience?
Haven't you always wanted to?
The crazy thing is,
Dude, it's so much fun. We'll all freeze whenever you want to do it.
time out. I hate myself. Time in.
He says he was just trying to save a few bucks when the little buck came in and he jumped right on top of the suspecting animal, says Tom Grasswick of Deer Creek.
I still don't know if it's Brasswick or Grasswick.
Gee, I wonder what it is.
Brasswick.
It is Brasswick.
So
no,
was
it's
he taking
Grasswick.
it back home?
They says he saw the little fella and jumped right into action with the unsuspecting shopper. It's not a shopper, it's a goddamn animal.
Now, deers don't normally get tackled and have their necks broken, but in this case...
Quote from Grasswick. I felt like I got slugged or something. I should also let you know the reporter did not capitalize I.
Why would she?
I mean, if you're going down this road, we'll go there with you.
Grasswick's got some serious confidence.
He says it was just his instinct to subdue the 100-pounder. He's talking about it in terms of weight class that the animal is in.
How much deer jerky he's going to get out of this thing.
I forgot this quote. He says, quote, I figured I was bigger than the deer, so I'd win that wrestling match, says Grasswick. After tackling the young buck, Grasswick and a few others covered its eyes before letting it free outside. After consulting, everything was fine. I would not do a story where an animal gets hurt.
They all do the nicest thing ever. They're like, cover its eyes and let it go and don't let it do it. It literally takes 2 steps out and someone shoots it.
And then it gets hit by a car.
That's Deer Creek for you.
Yeah.
You just hear somebody like yell, Patty, I got him! From their truck.
Yeah.
After consulting with local law enforcement, it appears Walmart has made some adjustments to their garden center door policies, which I think means closed them.
Yeah. What's that? It's like, we gotta figure this out. We're staying all night if it takes us to...
And just to leave a horrible taste in all of our mouths, the final sentence, it appears the deer won't become a repeat customer.
Oh. I wouldn't expect so. After the customer service of that place.
Deer prefers mom and pop organizations. I like that. I know. Wow.
That's our second story, boys.
By the way, this is good. This is great. Yeah, how about it?
You know that's this guy's Christmas card. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Rudolph ain't got shit on me. Merry Christmas.
This is 100% being used in his family end of the year newsletter.
Yeah. Dear friends and family. LOL, LOL, LOL.
DER. I love it. All right, that's our second story, everybody.
Second story, everybody!
We'll be back with more Dumb People Town right after this.
Hey there, Adam Conover here. Humans Who Make Games is my podcast where I sit down with the people who created some of your favorite video games and have the kind of long-form personal conversation we so rarely get to hear. We talk about how they got into the industry, what their favorite games were growing up, and what it's like working in the trenches of this century's greatest new art form. This season, we've got a whole batch of new interviews for you. I talked to Kim Swift from Portal, Alex Preston from Hyperlight Drifter, Anna McGill from Control, and Alex Beecham from the game Outer Wilds. Whether you love video games or you just love learning more about other artists' creative process, I can guarantee you're going to love this podcast. So, you can get Season 2 of Humans Who Make Games wherever you get your podcasts. Take a listen.
All right, guys, welcome back to Dumb People Town. And we've said this on the podcast recently on ones that will come out. I feel like, and you guys, Dan, I know, and Jay agree, that the world is getting dumber. It is just getting dumber all around us, and our only way to combat it is to make fun of it and try and understand it in ways, and that's what we hope we do with this show, and we hope that reaches you guys. I think what Jonah Ray has done, and if you haven't seen, have you guys seen Hidden America? I know we mentioned it. Have you seen it on CISO?
It's great.
Show.
It's awesome. I've seen it, and I love it.
Fantastic, because it takes the dumb travel show and just turns it on its ear in such a wonderful way.
It takes the best travel show done by Anthony Bourdain.
That's true.
Close personal friend.
There you go.
True that.
Wasn't he in an episode? Did he do an episode?
He was in an episode.
But it takes the idea of travel show conventions that we understand and twists it.
So it's real places, fake people, and doing sketches. I remember one of my favorite ones was the vegetarian restaurant that used meat.
Yes, with Randall Park, or it's he likes the idea of vegetarian and vegan culture, but he'd rather eat meat. So what he does is he takes meat and then processes it enough to have no taste and no good texture, and then makes fake meat patties out of real meat.
At a vegetarian.
And then, you know, that's my whole comedy style, is people going, yeah, that's us, yeah. So if you like that if you don't like a laugh that hurts your belly, watch Hidden America.
Because just the whole time he's saying, "Oh yeah,
that is a comedic bit.
That's
that's
I see what he's doing there. I see what he's trying to go for. It's a great show.
We did. Anthony Bourdain was on this episode, and the entire time we were shooting, I was trying to get him to be my friend.
And
no
way. Not having it at all.
I tried. I talked about Iggy and the Stooges. Nothing.
Not even a. Did you talk about his MMA fighting wife?
They were split up.
Well, then maybe that's why.
But I'll say this: we had a little thing where he beats me up and he held me, and it was like a statue came to life. That guy is real strong.
Yeah. MMA fighting wife, ex-wife. And you were like, this is a bit, right?
Yeah.
And he's like taking you down. Well, I love that show, and I love that you're doing that. And again, I love Mystery Science Theater. If you haven't seen it, check it out, the new season. Daniel, do we have a third? We have one more story, and then we're going to take some headlines from you guys.
Did anybody bring any of their own stories? We got one.
A few.
All right,
okay,
cool.
Good. We'll
two.
take 3 or 4.
You better. All right, here we go. This one, though, was sent in by Shane Gavigan, at Shane Gavigan again. Yep, that's right.
Gavigan again?
Shane, Gavegan. Thanks, Shane. I cannot pronounce so much of this story, but after the first sentence, we're all going to be in a bad place together. Chacho.
Sorry, before you start, what was the name again?
Shane Gavigan again. Gavigan. It could be Gavigan.
It's Jim Gaffigan. All right, just move on. That's my favorite comedian, Jim Gaffigan.
This takes place in Chacho Angsao, I think. Here we go. It was less than a good morning for Athaporn Boon Makachue today.
Is this a Florida play?
No.
Terrible joke.
It was less than a good morning for him after a python slithered
Nope.
out of his squat toilet,
Nope.
bit his penis,
Yep.
and refused to let go. No matter how many times he asked politely. I like refused. As though it's like, motherfucker. You're in my house.
Yeah, it was shaking its head no. It was refusing.
No, it wouldn't even look at me.
Refusing to let go.
It wouldn't even acknowledge my asking.
Athaporn, who just regained consciousness. Let's take a look at him so we all know he's okay. Noah, there it is.
There it is.
We have watermarks because we don't own photos.
He's in a hospital with the weirdest blanket I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's a very.
It's from the space shuttle. It's just a silky duvet.
He just re-entered the atmosphere and is using the parachute.
Yeah. He literally just ran a marathon with a snake on his dick, and they wrapped him in Mylar. He's like, give me the Liberace sheets. I love that he's not with two doctors. Those are two Chinese real estate agents.
The doctor
just sold him a condo with an outdoor toilet. Century 12.
The doctor on the left does look way too happy to be.
Well, yeah, why is he that happy? And why is he holding up the peace sign? I do not understand. This is not going to bring peace to the earth.
Because it's split. He has two dicks.
It's two dicks,
Yeah.
I got two now. I got two.
Ataporn.
Who needs two?
I don't know. Athaporn, who just regained consciousness. That to me hopes that this reporter was in the room. Wait, are you up? Are you up?
Wait, Athaporn does sound like the kind of porn that is a snake biting your dick.
It does, actually. He spoke from his hospital bed Wednesday afternoon to recount the ordeal he experienced in the bathroom of his home east of Bangkok.
Okay. Oh, boy.
Which he'd entered for his morning routine of a shower and a protracted bowel movement.
A protracted. Why is he protracting his bowel movement?
I think he didn't intend to be, because Athaporn said he had just squatted over his toilet for his usual 30 minutes of morning business.
Okay.
This motherfucker can squat for 30 minutes, guys.
I'll tell you something. Johnny Bench, who was a catcher in Major League Baseball for a year, developed knee problems from squatting about 30 minutes a day.
Yes.
This is way too much squatting.
Every morning, this guy's going 30 minutes.
Sitting on a toilet.
No,
he's squatting.
Squatting over a hole. Oh, so it's just a hole in the ground.
Yeah. Yes, even if he was sitting, I'd be like, 30 minutes, wrap it up.
My legs fall asleep.
That's how you get hemorrhoids.
Is that how?
That's what the squatty potty. The idea of the squatty potty is that you should
all lined up.
You should squat when you
do it faster.
Yeah.
Well,
it summons pythons apparently.
Exactly. He made some vital mistakes. All right.
At Sklar Brothers.
He definitely should not have been playing a flute to the tune of That is gonna bring something up there.
So were these the size of this python? 24-inch? Were these the size of Hulk Hogan?
He's doing his 30 minutes of business when the python rose from the depths to fasten its jaws around the end of his penis.
I cannot.
Just the tip, guys.
This is look. First of all, give everyone's fear in Bangkok more than anything. Is not to be like Bill Maher talking about 9/11, but we're talking about this. This snake was pretty courageous to come up through the shit.
He has no idea what's on the other side.
I mean, he doesn't know.
He probably came up and was like, the fuck's this snake looking at? You come at me? You want to come at me?
I'm sure his side was like some low-hanging fruit. Hold on, who's that?
Yeah, exactly. He's just territorial more than anything.
Yeah.
Right. This is what I read.
He was just glad a ghoulie wasn't in the toilet.
Yeah. I read this. As his wife, Sawitri, would tell the newspaper later, that's when, so the snake comes up, does the good bite, fights the good fight. She heard him scream for help and call for a rope.
What? To tie it around the neck.
A rope. What's going on, babe? I need a rope.
Yes. My life is over. I'm going to hang myself.
By the way,
he's always down there. He's looking out. He's forecasting this.
But to ask for a rope means that there is definitely some teaching of if a snake comes up through your shithole.
Yes.
Number one, grab a rope. But the other thing is, I just want to hear the conversation of her not being able to find the rope.
So I don't see it. I don't see it. Look at the linen closet.
Yeah, that whole thing. What do you need a rope for? Open the door and I'll come help you.
I need a rope. I don't see it. I don't see it.
Is it under the towels or over the towels?
I don't see it.
In the garage? We don't know.
What's happening in there? Is there a cowboy with salsa that's from New York City?
That's a good joke. He calls for the rope. She finds it. Upon entering the bathroom, saw a tree, found her bleeding husband fighting with the nearly... How long is this snake?
Oh, God.
Okay, now you're a guest again. You can go first or you can go last, Jonah.
How long is the snake?
Yes.
Let's say...
In terms of feet.
Oh, okay.
So we're talking feet.
We're talking feet here.
Yeah.
We're talking feet.
I got to readjust my brain now.
Okay, you can go last.
It's a python.
Yeah, it's a
you
python.
Go do you want to go last?
I'm going to say 10 feet.
10 feet. Okay.
Gee, that's
Randy Sklar.
10 feet, that's a J-Lo movie.
I
think it's 3 feet long.
3 feet long from Randy Sklar.
3 feet? I say 3 feet high and rising.
Jason Sklar.
I'm going to say 14 feet.
14 feet. Okay. I would like, do we have two people who would like to guess? Gentlemen, second row on the right.
What's your name?
Alex. Okay, Alex, how many feet?
7 feet.
Anybody? One more back here on the row.
11.
What's your name? Andrew.
So we do
11.
like who doesn't go over?
We're going closest straight up.
Okay.
Closest straight up.
7, 11, 14, 3, and
10.
Somebody in this room is 1 away. 1 foot away.
11.
Saw a tree.
9.
Saw a tree.
10 and a half.
Found her bleeding husband fighting with a 13-foot long python. Jason Sklar.
Yes.
She gave him the rope as requested. This is the point where I'm about to tell you guys things are going to get graphic. If you need to look away, this is real and it happened. But as you saw earlier, he's okay. Peace. Peace, guys. He's okay.
He's got the gold bedspread on, guys.
2 parts of his genitals remain.
2
the balls.
penises. He's
Just
got a weekend penis and a weekday penis.
Just before he passed out from loss of blood, Adaporn grasped the serpent by its head and managed to use the rope to tie it to the bathroom floor. Noah, hit me.
Oh.
Okay, now look at this snake, guys. This is a fight for your life. Literally, at that point, you're
party! Sorry.
I'm going to go on a limb. I would say if I'm fighting with a snake, part of me would be like, I can lose a dick if I can save my life.
My God. Oh,
okay, you ready for this?
Yeah.
The 38-year-old man was taken to a nearby hospital. While rescuers who were left, they worked to deal with the rampaging reptile, soon to be a movie with The Rock, whose body was still mostly stuck in the squat toilet. Noah, okay, here, this is graphic.
Oh,
guys,
Jesus.
look at all this blood. That dick.
Wait, is the pink thing his dick?
No, it's part of the rope over the head, I think.
Handprint. This is like the last Jurassic Park movie.
You guys, that dicks be bleeding, y'all.
Yeah.
Dicks bleed. Workers removed the toilet from the house, at which point they took a hammer to the toilet, and they freed the body of the beast. No word. Apithorn, we can get off the image. Apithorn is in stable condition, flanked by grinning doctors. He told reporters that he was careful to, I don't know if I would have this much awareness, unhinge the reptile's jaws rather than forcing it free and risking permanent damage to himself.
Unhinge?
So he saved by coming up and out rather than just rip away.
Yeah, because if you rip away,
yes,
you rip away.
Yeah. Yes. Authorities suspect the python entered the home.
Rip away.
Is that a Rusted Root song?
Don't rip away.
Ripping it away.
Don't rip
ripping it away. Okay.
I don't listen to hippie shit.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Fair enough.
I thought you were going to say I don't listen to car commercials.
I don't mean to discredit your choice
Rusted
of the
Root?
story. No, I will discredit the Rusted Root all day. And I don't mean no disrespect to the podcast in general. But what did this guy do that was so dumb deserve to have his story told in this podcast. This guy
Spend
just went ahead
30 minutes every morning taking a shit.
That seems like a
that's
personal.
too much time.
Maybe he's got kids. He just wants some time alone.
Oh, I don't know, man.
Go for a walk, goddammit. You don't got to work on your quads that much. I do
By the way,
P90.
and here's the other thing: if you live in that kind of country and you're crapping in the ground, I'm looking for snakes every 2 minutes.
time.
Hold on,
I'm
it's
doing a
not-
snake sweep.
You
It's not
saw
in
it.
the
It
ground.
was like a bidet
It's like a
style.
bidet.
Doesn't matter.
It was
Doesn't
not the
matter.
ground.
What is a python going to come through my toilet in my house? I
mine?
don't think so.
Well, this has been recorded.
Okay.
So it's going to come back to get you.
If
if
it
ever
happens,
does.
I will take full.
The thing that makes me happiest, they were able to save the python and it was released back to nature.
Oh.
Yeah, everybody wins.
was
Nobody-
released back in his toilet.
Yeah.
It's in a Walmart where a guy's nailing it and laying on it on top of food. All right, so that's it, you guys. Good story. All right, we got. All right, we'll take. You want to do like three?
We had two for sure. Okay, right here,
so
and then,
there's a
and then our friend over.
microphone
So there's a
over
mic right
here.
over here, guys. Go on over to it.
This is
What we're
like-
going to do is read us the headline, and then we'll proceed cautiously.
Or
to see-
we'll say, I don't think we can do this.
Yeah, we might have to bail. So one of you guys come on up right over to the mic. Whoever wants to go. Guys, don't push each other.
Not all
There's
at
no
once.
need to push.
Yeah, go ahead.
There's no need to push. Tell us your name.
A man proudly wearing a Fresno t-shirt.
Hell yeah.
That tells you all you need to know.
Not too proud.
Name's Will.
Hi, Will. Welcome to Dumb People Town.
Thank you. So the headline is Man Who Mowed Lawn with Tornado Behind Him Says He Was Keeping an Eye on It.
I love this story. Dan,
Now,
we actually do this story, we've done it in an episode that has preceded this.
Yes, it will drop. But I love this so much because you don't know if this guy was dumb or just trying to prove a point to his goddamn wife and kids.
Exactly. Oh, you want me to mow the lawn? I'll fucking mow the lawn.
I think it's practical. You mow a lawn, and then you just wait for the tornado to pick up all the clippings.
And that's how I don't have to bag anything. It just blows it all away.
Exactly.
It's so. Look at it, Jonah. You've got to see.
I've seen this.
It's just beautiful. He doesn't care.
Angry.
Yes.
That's an angry lawn mowing right there.
Like
Or he
someone
just, like-
needs to meme this with like TFW. Don't give any fucks.
Right, at all. I love it.
Dude, I love it so much.
Thank you.
Thanks
Give
for
a round
bringing
of
that
applause,
story in.
Will. Great one.
I think we'll go through that whole story on an episode with Colin Hanks, I believe.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right,
Who
do we
else?
have another one? Did anyone
Someone
else?
else
Come on,
raise
somebody
their hand.
else. Come on, friend.
All right, here we go.
All right, here we go.
Get up on the mic. What is your name?
My name is Laura.
Hi, Laura.
So I just saw this today randomly.
Okay.
I used to go to school at Humboldt.
Oh, okay.
So this is from the Lost Coast Outpost. Eureka man arrested after shooting victim with Rice Krispies loaded ammunition.
Oh. He snap crackled and popped someone in the ass.
He shot Rice Krispies at somebody?
Yeah.
Is that an offense?
I don't know.
That's a dream come true for me. I'd be like, I know I'm not supposed to eat these, but they were shot at me.
I feel like they can only go through a blow dart. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Is that the greatest halftime show?
By the way, every blow dart, it doesn't matter if you shoot at someone's feet, it just always gets them right in the neck. 2 fingers to the neck and then down.
Should we start to hear what happened?
Give us one more detail from this story. I love this.
All right. So the Eureka Police Department responded to the foot of Truesdale Street.
Don't worry, I mess up 9 times.
No,
every
you're good.
story.
You're good.
No, that's for the walking tour.
Oh, heck yeah, it is.
Thank you, Laura. Thank you.
For the report of shots fired, it was reported that an adult male had sustained a single gunshot wound to his hand.
So these cops are like coming in hot.
Coming in. We're like,
Yep.
like guns are out, sirens are up, ATF has been called.
Milk is ready.
Milk is ready. Jonah said that.
So the first officers on scene located the victim who had what appeared to be a non-life-threatening wound to one hand.
You know that the cops pulled up. There were other people milling about. No one appeared to have a wound. The guy wanted to see if they would realize it was him. And then it was like, over here! Over here! I got shot!
Owie!
I got shot! I think it's pretty obvious where I got shot. You guys don't have to be dicks about it. Do we have any more?
Oh, there's some more.
I want to hear a little bit more.
Give us a little bit more. You're doing
All
great.
right. So it appeared, based on the investigation, it appears Glass fired, this is the guy's name, a gun loaded with a shotgun shell filled with Rice Krispies.
What?
So there is a shell around this. I mean, I don't know how bullets
with
work.
Rice Krispies.
Jason, I don't know how bullets work. The shell stays.
The shell stays.
The bullet part is bad.
Right, okay.
Yeah. So like this is first of all, I'm gonna say early retiree, right?
Yeah,
like very pissed at his
Former
neighbor.
militia.
Yes. Tried to do as many, definitely research the difference between simple assault and felony assault.
Definitely talks to his neighbors in military time.
If he's also packing his own shells, I guarantee he's trying to teach someone how to fly fish.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Gene, what time is it? Oh, he's like, did you hear that noise last night? And he's like, oh, at 0300 hours? Yeah, Gene, at 0300 hours.
Wait, so they respond, he packed the shell himself. What else is there? This is gold.
It's all part
It
of
was a
Bell's
flare
breakfast.
gun.
It was a flare gun?
So this guy's like, if there's an accident, I got it, guys. I'll
alert.
shoot
I'm
a flare of Fruit Loops into the sky.
Two things. This argument started at work. One of them is seasonal, and this dude has a manifesto. I guarantee you.
All of that is true.
Yeah. No, this is a classic Humboldt County.
Nice.
Thank you very much.
Thanks so much. Oh,
great.
Solid Dumb People Town.
You have one more?
Right here on the aisle. Did you have one, my man?
We have one
All right,
more.
we'll do one more.
Bring it on up to the mic, dude. Thanks, man.
Yes.
You guys, this is
Do you
amazing.
think Rice Krispies was what he had at home, or he thought of it when he bought Rice Krispies?
Oh, yeah, I think he thought of it. That's the difference between premeditated Rice Krispies and just...
Because it could have been Fruity Pebbles.
Yeah. Do you think he pointed the flare gun and was like, "You've been treated"? Boom.
Yeah,
all right, here we go. State your name, sir.
Steven.
Hi, Steven. Welcome to Dumb People Town.
This is actually from my hometown in Fort Myers, Florida.
First of all, no.
Hometown.
Round of applause for Steven for making it out.
Yes,
he made it out.
You survived.
Flew all the way out here just for this.
I know Fort Myers really well. My wife's
my wife.
Stepdad. My wife lived in Sanibel.
Sanibel Island.
You fly into Fort Myers. It is like 5 miles in any direction. This is what I say about Florida. 5 miles in any direction, it's bad. They're selling meth. If you go 5 miles that way, they're like, don't go 5 miles that way. I'm like, why? They're selling meth. You're at the beach, and someone points out in the ocean, do not go 5 miles that way.
No.
In the ocean, there's a mobile meth station right in the ocean.
And the funniest thing, those people selling meth, they've got white hair because they're about 60 years old, and they've been living in Florida for about 5 years.
Read us the headline.
The headline is, woman arrested for indecent exposure in downtown Fort Myers. The picture is the seller. The picture is what goes with this article.
Why doesn't it say woman arrested for being normal in Fort Myers?
Because woman arrested because you don't know what age she is.
Describe.
So I'm gonna go. It's as if, have you ever played the game Guess Who?
Yes.
The game Guess Who. She would be a picture on Guess Who. She would be the larger bald man with red hair. She would be his younger sister.
If Heidi Klum decided to just take off her clothes in downtown Fort Myers, no one's going to report that at all.
Yeah. Right.
This
if
lady
you look like a red-haired bowling ball of a human. I saw Heidi Klum at a charity event. I literally, she was with a kid. With one of Seal's kids or her kids, whatever, same thing.
It's a baby seal. It's a baby
seal. I was like, I saw her.
I don't know if you guys planned that, and I don't care. It was gold.
You should use that in the club.
I saw her she was maybe 20 feet away. She was so hot. I literally saw her and I was like, shut the fuck up! No! That can't be! If she got naked, no call. This woman starts to take her top off. There's this cops there.
No.
Sheriff Ricky's going in front of God and everybody.
Let me stop you there. She kept the top on. She kept the top on.
I ain't showing you assholes my titties.
I'll read the headline and then I'll show you the picture.
Like a bottom
All right, go for it.
A transient, which means she's going down to Fort Myers for the winter because it's a little bit warmer down south. A transient Fort Myers woman was arrested earlier this month after officers.
By the way, that's my favorite new
After officers says she exposed herself in public and urinated on a city bench in downtown Fort Myers.
Again, this is probably a Tuesday. Or Tuesday, if you will.
This is,
Okay, I want to hear a little bit. Oh, this is it?
All right, Dan, let's see her.
Oh
my God. This is like the...
Describe her, Dan.
She looks like that old guy from...
She makes her own jam.
You know, like the old baseball clown who, like, you know, the guy who doesn't have any teeth. But why is it when people lose their teeth, it always looks like they're eating something?
I think the sensation. There's a lot of sensation.
Well, they're teeth grinders, and it's just phantom teeth.
Phantom teeth grinders?
Yeah, she...
I've seen, I mean, we live in Los Angeles. I've seen people pee on the streets. And
I've seen all sorts of movements.
I once saw a lady, bend over and shoot her urine into a trash can.
What?
Yeah.
Did you tip her?
Yeah, she fell down right away.
All right, thank you to Jonah Ray. Thank you to you guys. We're the Sklars Brothers. This has been Dumb People Town. Daniel Van Kirk.
We gotta get to work.
Thank you. Thank you guys.
Dumb.